Welcome to the Bulletproof Podcast. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In this episode, I'm going to run through what I think moderation is about. Before I do that, the Bulletproof app, Bulletproof Recovery, is literally on the App Store that you can download right now. It's going to help you on your recovery journey. I've got another couple of things to announce here. In the Bulletproof app, there will be a quiz. So check out just outside of the screen. If you're listening on podcast, it's not going to be there. If you're on YouTube, outside of the main screen, there's going to be a quiz that you can answer to a question or even two questions that's in the app. All right, and you'll be able to help yourself. I'm Gary. I'm an ex-addict. I go by Gary the Expert. I have written two books, both of them over there. That one's become a best-selling book in the free section on Amazon. All right, not the paid section. So we still got to grind it out. With that being said, we got the quiz. We got follow me on Instagram. All Gary the Expert. Follow me anywhere. And if you want to get a resource as well to this link, there's a resource, free resource down below. Oh, you just got to download nothing. You don't got to download nothing. You get a free resource. So why not check the description? Check out the links as well. The last thing I'll say, this is not a watch episode. This is a listen episode. So go walk, go hike, go jujitsu, go to gym. And I'm a pleasure to be here with you in your ears as you're doing those things. Driving maybe. Moderation. Moderation. I was having a session with a client today, young client. And we're talking about moderation. He's very young, in his late teenage, the last teenage years of all. And he's basically saying, in full transparency, what I'm having a conversation with him is this idea of moderation and in true fashions, what do you want? Right? That's a general question that I'm asked him there of what do you want in terms of your moderation. So for one thing, he knows for sure he doesn't want to take, or first of all, he doesn't want alcohol. He doesn't want to lose his mind, black out, forget, get sloppy, and like doesn't want that. Wants to be in control. Wants to be someone that is composed or relaxed or enjoyable. That is much healthier than what he wants around alcohol. When it comes to substances like cocaine, for example, as we talked about, this idea was again a little bit different. Of cocaine, it's like, oh, you shouldn't do it because like once you take it, you want more of it, and it's kind of hard to manage and it's kind of like tricky. So not really there in terms of that. It came to the idea and conversation about ecstasy, MDMA, Mandy, and he was in this framing of mind that actually this could be okay. Why could it be okay? Because once I take that, I know I hit a crash, but the highest high is great and it's enjoyable, and I could do it maybe once every couple of months, or during the summer, or this or that. And then also we came on to weed, and weed was like, to Gary, I would hate to do weed. Why? Because I know last time I've done it, I literally went downhill for like I said I'll do it once a month, and then I went to once every 2 weeks, then I went to once every week, and then I went to once every day, and I was a stoner. So Gary, I don't want to ever do weed again, and it's it just makes me a loser, no energy, and I was like, all right, great. There's a lesson in what he's just said there, but I'll continue on with moderation in a second. So the lesson is this: is that if I plug those beliefs, so I grab those beliefs out of him there of his weed beliefs, right? His framing of mind, his perception of weed, and I plug them into you, there's zero chance you're going to go smoke weed. Zero. His beliefs around alcohol, his beliefs around coke, and his beliefs around ecstasy, we're on the fence. The door is still open. With weed, it's very obvious he doesn't want to do it. It's very obvious it hurts him. It's very obvious that he's a lot of pain associated. It's very obvious it's a negative thing to him. So there's no chance. But Coke and Mandy, and so I'll take his beliefs out, put them in you, you're not going to use them, put them in anyone, they're not going to use them. That's a fantastic lesson in itself. The framing of mind that he has, the pain he has. Now, with moderation, so let's continue on. That's his homework. Find out where he stands on those things. I'm a no on cocaine all day long, every day. 100%. It's literally made of poison, literally disastrous for your body. The health consequence, the finance consequence, your career consequences, the lying, paranoia, like it's poison, literal poison. It's cool. It's cool. Scarface. It's cool. Al Pacino. It's cool. 1980s. It's cool. Miami Vice. That's what other persons and someone who is in active addiction thinks about it. And I'm on a no offense. So when it comes to Mandy, this drug is actually fascinating for me because this actually was one of the best drugs that I would have ever taken when I was using. The first time I took it, I was like bouncing up and down, clicking my fingers, and I was at Avicii's last concert and kept clicking my fingers. And at the end of the night, there was blood coming from my fingers because I clicked them so much. It was about 1,000 times. Now, if I put that aside, the feeling of ecstasy was absolutely fantastic. So when talking about moderation here, I don't do it, I don't take it, but this conversation opens the door for me to explore my mind, to also explore his mind of what he wants. He says he would like it, and he would like it maybe once every 6 months. And he said, I don't want to be tied down with timelines. I don't want timelines. Timelines is like bad. I just want to take it whenever I feel like taking it. What's the problem with that? The problem with that is that he now takes it whenever he wants. So if he says last month, look, it's been a month, it's a good day, and we were kind of fundamentally talking about that of a if it's a good experience or it's a right time. And I'll talk about right time in a moment. But then you can easily rationalize the next time is the right time, and the next time is the right time, and the next time is the right time. And it's always the right time for you to do it, and then you're constantly taking every weekend, quote unquote. I never had any ecstasy addicted clients, which is an interesting thing. So his he's going to find out his thoughts, his philosophy when it comes to ecstasy. And what do I mean by a right time? A right time for me, and this is how I found out his weed beliefs. So if I say like again, I don't smoke weed, I don't look at it, I don't enjoy it, I don't smell of it, this type of stuff. I used to be a weed addict. I mean, people say you can't become addicted to weed. I truly believe you can. I was that kid, just like I mentioned there. He became addicted after a couple of days, and he couldn't stop. And for me, no. But what I could see, if someone wants to smoke, and I have no problem with people smoking, it's the idea of a problem when they're addicted and they literally are struggling every single day. That's a problem. But if someone is going out camping once a year, they're going camping once a year, they're going into the middle of the outback of Canada, they're going hiking and they're on a ravine. They've got five lads around them, a couple of girls, and they're enjoying a campfire. Well, them smoking a joint that day, smoking three puffs off a weed joint, there's a right place in my mind of where to do such a thing. Like, yeah, it's like that to me. I'm like, fair enough. You've enjoyed yourself. I have no consequences, no problems with you doing that in any way, shape, or form. I mean, who might say that I have a problem with you? But everyone has a problem, including the person that I'm talking to, not just you, but not that kid. It's like they have a problem if they're using it every day and they can't cope and they can't sleep and they can't function. That's obviously where a problem is. So moderation, I'd be curious to know, genuinely curious to know, what's your thoughts on moderation? What's your thoughts on moderation? I have friends that would do it infrequently. They don't have oh yeah, and go back to the client with a time, like it's actually better for him to set a timeline rather than go off feelings. If he goes off feelings, he's going to use it randomly and very frequently, probably because his feelings probably going to say that was a good time last time. Why would I have to do it this time? And why would I have to do it next time? So if he actually sets a timeline, he's going off to do the homework. But let's say hypothetically it's 6 months, and he doesn't want to be there like sitting counting down at 6 months. Oh my god, it's 5 months, 4 months, 3 months. No, he wants to be like, all right, no, I'm not having it tonight because I'm not doing it for another couple of months, and that's him in control, not the drug in the control. He's in the driving seat. So when it comes to moderation, I've got friends smoking weed in moderation, and I don't do it, of course. But for you, where do you sit on this fence of moderation? I've uh, I've had some friends go absolutely insane off weed. I've had some friends go absolutely insane off coke. Where do you sit with coke? Where do you sit with weed? Where do you sit with alcohol? And where do you sit with MDMA? What's your thoughts on uh, moderation on those things? I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments. That being said, have a beautiful, blessed day. On this beautiful, blessed day, get the resource below. And we'll talk in the next one. I'll see you then, all right? Adios.